y'all? Y'all remember that video I made about black men have to earn something, and other men have to exist in regards to like relationships, right? Particularly with black women. This video ties into that. It's not the same thing. Well, at least, well, probably. Again, it ties into that. We're gonna watch the whole thing, then go from there. But we don't need to stop and pause like I usually do. So we're just gonna play it and then talk. Now, if you're not watching the screen, the caption is point of view stay at home dad, mommy at work. Now, the reason I said this ties into the other video is because on black internet, social media, back and forth, it's been constantly stated by black women where they have a profile picture, a blank profile, or a whole podcast with a face on it. Basically, pretty much saying when you date black men, you gotta carry the load. You gotta be the one working. You gotta blah 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 blah. But yet we keep coming across content after content after piece of content that says that doesn't seem to be a problem elsewhere. Now, if this is just a coincidence, okay, fine, I'd have to eat that. But until then, it kind of just seems like a just a blatant, to be nice about it, contradiction, but kind of feels like a slap in the face, like you bullshitting here. There was a point where he was at a computer. I'm not sure if that's him working from home because it was only for like a half a second. Granted, this isn't that long, and I don't know how working from home works. I'm a truck driver. I have no clue how that shit works. Even if he was working from home, he could just be, managing the YouTube channel that they have or the social media that they have. I don't know. Doesn't really matter. I myself, I'm not against stay-at-home dads. It's 2024. Like that's part to me. That's part of the territory if you want to have women and not only working but in high earning positions. You're going to have a lot of either stay-at-home dads or where the women is the primary breadwinner, right? So that part doesn't even bother me. To me, that's totally irrelevant. The relevant part that I want to focus on as a black guy is, wait a minute. I, to this day, hear a million of you every day, especially on Kendra G, bitch about black men not having no this, black men not having no that. But it seems like y'all don't give two shits when y'all are carrying the load with a dude who's not black. If that's what you want to do, fine, that's a personal thing. But y'all kind of got to pump the brakes. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. And then not only that, she came home and cooked a full fucking meal with chicken, the noodles, the mixing of the other shit. Fucking stop with all the rhetoric. You gotta stop at this point. Because I don't see clip after clip after clip after clip. The only thing now to do at this point is if the rebuttal would have to be, oh, it's just because they make us feel blah, 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 blah. Well, if that's the case, go take the dudes who, quote unquote, are the thugs or the bad boys or Pookie. Why aren't you marrying Pookie then? Because he makes you feel a certain way, right? Right? Then that should be. Now, again, I'm not trying to make anybody live a certain life based, period. But just trying to point out the lie that is in some of the arguments. There's a lot of bullshit there. A lot. Let's go right to the comments. And then only reason I want to come to the comments is because I really can't find any of any profiles that seem to be black women going, oh, absolutely not. I refuse to be the person working, blah, 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 blah. And I definitely can't find anybody say, I refuse to work and come home and cook. Teamwork makes the dream work. That's Jimmy, so that's a guy. Queenie Jordan. Sounds like a woman to me. If a woman can come home from work and cook for the family while the man be home working out, I can't understand why men be out here acting like they can't do anything but have sex and watch TV after they get off work. She showed it can be done. This is a stupid ass argument. Because then now you have to accept, if you want to use this as an argument, you have to accept that a man will then say, well, I want to be the person that stays home. If that's the case, because now what you're trying to set up here is, even if I'm a stay-at-home parent, I should be able to expect you to come home and cook. But wouldn't anybody want to say, well, fuck it, I want to be stay-at-home parent then? So now you can't even use oh, you guys want to be zesty and taken care of and all that shit. You kind of have to just understand that that's what they say they want, and you got to eat it. Or do like y'all tell us, do, just move along. It's not, you're not the pref, just move along, right? All right, I'm not going to read all of those damn replies. Newbie X hair. I'm not going to, you can't really, every time I've tried to hit the profile picture and go back, it just replays the video and I lose writing in the comments. So you're going to have to deal with me looking at that tiny profile picture and going by that. But that looks like a black woman in that profile picture. It looks very clear to me. And she said she learned that meal for her man. When a black woman loves you, baby, you're loved. So we're going to not mention her being the breadwinner and also the person that came home and cooked and picked the baby up. You're going to skip right over that. All right. She enjoys cooking. People forget that cooking can be therapeutic too. See the narrative, the attitude we have with this. This is the attitude we have with this. But that you say, hey, I want a woman to cook. Oh my God. So horrible. I remember on that show, Married at First Sight, last season, I think his name was Olajuwon or some shit like that. Black guy. They obviously paired him with a black woman. He's like, I like home cooked meals. He was firm on that shit too. Like, I like home cooked meals. I don't like cooking, but I like home cooked meals. I like for you to cook. They grilled the fuck out of that guy. With the typical non-relevant points of, well, you were cooking before you met her. Okay, and she was paying bills when she met me. Don't she want to stop? Like those reasons don't mean shit. But he got killed over that. But now it was just glazed over. I don't know. Just because a man is physically at home all day with the children, it don't mean he's not earning an income from home. That's moving on. That's irrelevant. Can we get a step-by-step cooking tutorial that looked amazing by a black woman? Not worried about her having a man who possibly earns less than her or nothing at all while she works and comes home and cooks. Just can't find those black women here. We just can't. Bella Princess. Now, that is a face. That is a profile that looks very familiar. If I'm not mistaken, she is in every divestor swirl group ever talking shit. Well, I'm assuming so because I've seen her in one. But I'm assuming it's the same profile. This reminds me so much of my dada. He was a stay-at-home parent because he was disabled, so my mom had to work. He always catered to her and to us. I never went to daycare because he refused to take me. I remember taking naps with him and cooking because he couldn't really play. I miss those days sometimes because it was so much simpler. Now it's like super personal. But now she can even relate to a stay-at-home dad. Fucking interesting. Fucking interesting. No, black woman named Nicole Washington. Beautiful relationship teamwork. God's blessing upon your family. Naturally Kels, black woman, looks to be a black woman. Is mom's genes in the room with us? Love your little family. Miss Lady K. Usually a black woman. If you want to take that with a grain of salt or a bucket of salt, that's fine. Says, there's a stigma around stay-at-home dads. But as long as you create a balance and juggle the responsibilities of the household, it works. By the way, the food looks amazing. Wow. Wow. You know, I'm going to give this channel a benefit of the doubt and say maybe they're just deleting any negative comment. I believe that's possible. I'll put that right there. That maybe, just maybe, they're deleting every negative comment. And maybe some black women are saying, not me, I could never. Maybe they're just deleting those. Possibly. Yvette Brooks. Real dad doing real stuff. I love they work together on parenting. Blank profile, but the name is Yvette Brooks. Natania Beckford. Now, the Beckford name kind of throws me off a little bit, but whatever. It says, you went to work and came home and cooked. I admire that. Black woman says, that baby looking like, where are you going, mommy? Afrocentric queen with black hand emoji says, this is so beautiful. Thank you for flipping old societal expectation and gender roles. I love seeing families balancing and doing what it takes to keep the unit together and forward. Kudos. So you're not holding the men provide thing out there? This is why when I listen to people like Philip Scott, even though he tries to be like red pillish to get those numbers, be still like, man, that's what men supposed to do. Supposed to go up there and provide. You ain't supposed to worry about nothing. Now I have to work. No. Because when it's convenient, all of a sudden gender roles go out the door. Men supposed to pay for the because when it's convenient, gender roles go out the door. I refuse to jump on and off the gender role bandwagon. No. Because shit like this proves they don't really give a fuck about that. They just want a convenient as society as possible to be able to just, transform into whatever the fuck is most comfortable at the time. Sunday White 6. I'm not moving on. Again, I cannot. She doesn't look black. She does. OMG, he is a nurturer. I love that. Because you see, my kids, they belong with daddy until time to handle business. And I know he gets mommy time. I just can't find. That's why I said I'm giving the benefit of the doubt. I can't really find anybody being negative. So maybe they just deleted. Well, there was that one kind of negative, but for the most part, maybe that's why I'm giving the benefit of the doubt. Maybe they just deleted it. Because there's no fucking way that with all the podcasts I hear, all the comment sections I see, all the dating shows I hear, when black women say, well, you can't be with black men, you can't expect this because we gotta work. But every time you see some shit like this, they work, but they don't appear to bring attitudes home. In fact, the first video I did, chick said her musician boyfriend comes in at 3 in the morning or 2 in the morning and she rubs his fucking feet. Cut the shit. No longer. Because every time, and I'm going to copy this, I'm going to say this. So the direct link. And every time, Kendra G, every time you got a chick on there saying, black men this, and men blah, 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 I'm posting this fucking link in the chat. Stop it. Stop the bullshit with me. I am posting this shit in the chat every time y'all bring that up. Because y'all clearly can get over having to take y'all ass to work. That's one. Steffi65, I don't know what that is. But I'm going to leave it right there. Whoa, here we go. Mean Minds. Okay, that could be... Okay. Why she cooking? He's a stay-at-home dad. When I was stay-at-home wife, I did it all. I ran his in the house errands, cook, clean, wash clothes. He shouldn't have to come home to anything because I didn't work. Now, if he's bringing in some type of income, then okay, but he better prep the food so that I only have to cook it. Even the negative comment is a way to give like a I understand. Because, you know what, let's go back. Let's just say he did work on that computer for what, like 5 hours. But it seemed like most of what he did was take care of the kid, do push-ups. They got one kid. He couldn't do the, and this not a kid. That baby don't sit there and cry all fucking day. That baby's out of that stage. He couldn't manage. And it don't look like he went no damn where either. He couldn't manage. He couldn't get to that part. He couldn't. Even a negative comment is like, I get it. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. All righty. Well, go ahead and tell me what you think in the comment section. Be right, not positive. I'm out.